Hey guys, my name is Taylor Concerino and I'm a senior in Southern New Jersey at West Upper High School. As you can see, I'm a cheerleader, I run track, and I'm president, vice president, editor of a bunch of clubs and everything. Today I'm here with the message, stay strong, class of 2020. I know our lives kind of got flipped upside down last Thursday, Friday. And I know everyone's really heartbroken right now because a lot of things that were supposed to be ours are being taken away from us from school in general. Our last couple months with the people that we love, I probably won't see again for a really long time. From senior trip to my DECA trip, if anyone's familiar with that. Our sports seasons, that's another really, really rough part about it. Just seeing your teachers, seeing your classmates every single day, being able to have that fun, legitimate high school experience where it's not just work, but it's also messing around, throwing paper airplanes at your friend across the room, getting caught on your phone, chewing gum in class, detentions, clubs after school, being late for your sport, getting yelled at, games against your rival, attending games against your rival. Those are always fun. These are just a couple of the things that we've lost in the past, what has it been, a week? Being confined to your home when we're supposed to be out every day and enjoying, the last couple months that we have with the people that we've created such lovely connections with over the past 12 years of our schooling and our education. And it's crazy and it hurts. And for some reason, I'm starting to feel okay with it, but it's definitely painful. And I'm sure that a lot of you can definitely agree with me and can agree that this is a pretty trying time for us right now. But I'm here to bring you some solace, if that's even the correct word. I'm here to just try and make things better. I always told myself I actually was crying once after I did really bad at a track meet. And I was crying to my mom on the floor in the living room. And I was like, oh my God, Mom, all I'm good at is schoolwork and being nice to people. And I was upset. I was really, really upset that I just could not pass 65 in the 400 meters. I could not get 64 or 63. But, my mom said something to me. She was like, those are pretty good things to be good at. She's not wrong, I guess. So that's why today I'm here to bring you some inspiring words that hopefully will make you feel better getting through this whole mess that we're calling normal life right now, when it's nothing close to normalcy as we are used to. So I do have a couple notes, not that many. I think that the main thing is we still have each other. And I think that's so important because, the sports, the school, the fun, the games, it was never about those things. It was about each other. At least that's how I feel about it. Yeah, I love my sport, but it was always about the people who do it. I love them so much. I've gotten so close with people because of my sports. And like cheerleading, for example, it was never about the sport. It was about the way that we made the team feel and the way that we felt as we were lifting each other up, even in the darkest of times, and the losses, the wins, the ties, everything, It was always about each other. And the main thing that we need to realize is this, what's it even called? This, like the coronavirus, the quarantine. It's not about keeping us from each other. And in fact, in the end, it's actually about us being able to go back to each other. It's about us being able to still have each other. And the fact that this virus is, taking over so rapidly, the reason that we're all getting quarantined into our homes, as much as I hate to be like, oh, stay in your home, because trust me, I can't do this. I hate staying in my home. But I realize that at the end of the day, we're taking these necessary precautions because we want to be able to have each other at the end of the day. And if, I know in the beginning we were thinking, oh, this virus is most deadly against old people. It's most deadly against people with underlying respiratory conditions. And yeah, that's very true. But a 34-year-old, I sounded weird when I said that. A 34-year-old man just died the other day in Glendora. I believe it was California. I don't think it was Glendora, New Jersey. I hope not. I don't know. I mean, either way, it's still really upsetting though, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, he died, and I don't know if he had any underlying conditions, but I'm pretty sure he was just a 34-year-old man. And that really, it hits home because, we're all 17, 18 years old. And, no matter what, it's someone dying. It doesn't matter who it is. Even if we all band together just to help one person who's at the risk of dying, or one group or minority of people who's at a high risk of dying because of this infection virus, sorry if I improperly termed that, then we need to band together and do it, because that is one person, and everyone is important. Everyone has importance and worth in the world, and no matter what, the reason that we're all being quarantined and that we sorry if I'm saying that incorrectly, the reason that we all have to stay in our homes is literally so we can just boom, just bust this thing out and let it run its course, hopefully affect as least amount of people as possible, and then just get out. We want to we want everyone to be able to survive, and it's just going to be harder if we keep going out. And I know I'm not one to even speak on that, because trust me, I want to go out, I want to get in my car, I want to go to the mall, I want to go to Chick-fil-A, but I understand the relative importance of this whole thing. And you know, they're not forcing us to stay in because they hate us. They're forcing us to stay in because they want to save as many of us as we possibly can. And trust me, I realize how depressing I sound. I feel like I'm an apocalypse movie, one of those like dystopian novels in class that no one ever reads, but you're supposed to, and they're actually pretty good and teach you a lesson. Anyway, next point. Everything does happen for a reason. Like everyone's been saying, and I'm sure you've heard this, and maybe you're tired of hearing it, but our generation was born during, in the midst of 9/11, which was one of the most craziest, impactful, intense times of American history. And there was so much unity, and I just think we need to bring that over to right now as well, because we just need to realize that we're uniting for one cause. It's us against Corona, Mrs. Rona, as people are terming it, but it's literally, it's the world against this one deadly virus. It's crazy that one virus could tear us apart after look at all the amazing things that we've done. We sent a man to the moon, but this Miss Rona is just coming in and destroying everything. Like, what? But everything does happen for a reason, and we are a strong class. I can tell you that we are strong. I believe that we were never meant for normalcy, and I don't know, man. Like, I could be wrong, but I just think the class of 2020 is so phenomenal in so many ways, and I think we've always stood out, and I think we've always had a greater destiny, and I think that if anyone can handle this, you know, like, there is one thing I truly believe. Being a selfless person, or attempting to convey what a selfless person should be, I would rather have to bear the weight of something disastrous than put that weight on somebody else. And I believe that all of you guys could agree with me that, you know, to be a selfless person, at the end of the day, I read this in a book the other day, or I think, no, it was a movie, and then at the end I was like, oh, this is what I learned from it. Sorry, I love movies and books. But, you know, being a good person, being a good human at the end of the day is more important than anything. It's more important than getting a job that you really want, getting into a college that you really want. You know, at the end of the day, being a good human comes first, because nothing else matters if you're not a good human. So I believe at the end of the day that my class is selfless, and I believe that we are strong, and I believe that, you know, we're willing to take that weight so no one else has to bear it. And I truly do believe that. I believe that we're a very strong class, and if it was going to happen to anyone, I'm glad it happened to us, because we can handle it and we will be strong enough to get through it. Finally, this truly is something that's bigger than us. Unfortunately, and I hate to say this, because, you know, we're allowed to be mad. You know, like, our senior trip got taken away from us. Our graduation might have been taken from us. Not sure about that yet. Mega sucks. But, you know, a lot of things are being taken away from us, but you have to think we still have time. We're gonna make it work. In the end, we're going to graduate. I'll make sure we graduate. We're gonna go on our trip. We're gonna see our friends again. I really hope. I'm just trying to speak this into existence. We're going to see our classmates again and our teachers, and we're gonna be okay. But what about the people that don't have anything? What about the people that do get the disease or the virus? Sorry if I'm saying it incorrectly again. But what about the people that do get coronavirus and then they don't get anything? You know, they don't get to see their loved ones again. We still have each other, and that's what this has always been about. That's what life is about. We have each other. And at the end of the day, some of these people are going to have literally nothing. Some of these people will die from the coronavirus if we don't act now and try and, you know, help as much as we possibly can by doing whatever we possibly can, as difficult as it is being stuck in our homes. This is something bigger than us. If you're not going to do it for yourself, do it for your little sister. I have a baby sister, she's 1. Do it for your grandpa. Do it for your aunt who has an underlying respiratory condition. You know, at the end of the day, this isn't really, you know, this is something much bigger than us. There are people dying. Maybe we won't be able to go to Disney, but I think we're going to have to be a little bit selfless during this time period, because this is something bigger than just being able to go on a trip. Some people are dying, and if we don't act now, if we don't sacrifice some things, people are going to have to sacrifice it all. With that being said, however, we're allowed to be mad. We're allowed to be upset. Girl, boy, whoever's watching this, if anyone watches this, you know, I've been crying. I'm sure you have too, even if you're really tough. I'm sure you've been crying a little bit. I mean, this all sucks. And as much as I just wish I could snap my fingers and make it all go away and make this nightmare just leave, I can't do that, and no one can. And the only thing we can really do is just keep hoping for the best, because you know what? I stole this quote from a movie a couple years ago, but hope is the only thing that's stronger than fear. It literally is. Whenever you're scared, the only thing that can literally help you is just a tiny bit of hope. However big it might be, hope is the only thing that's going to save us through all of this. And we really just need to stay strong. So that's my message. Stay strong, class of 2020.